Hey guys, welcome to Java Tutorials. In previous video tutorial, we have learned how to create database table in MySQL database using Workbench, right? In this video tutorial, I am going to show you how to create the table in MySQL using MySQL command line. So let me open the MySQL command line. So let me type MySQL, and here is the MySQL command line, right? Let me make the full screen. So here, first of all, I'm going to enter the password, and that's how I have logged in into my MySQL, right? So let me clean the terminal. Sorry, system and CLS, you have to give CLS, and that's it. This will clean out your MySQL command line. Now here, first of all, I'm going to do like show databases, right? This SQL command already we have seen in the past, so it will list out all the databases. So now I would like to create a table inside the test database. So what I'll do, I will do use test, right? So test is database name, or you can say schema name. So I'm going to connect with this test, right? So it will say database changed, means I am connected to the test database, right? Now I'm going to see all the tables available in test schema or test database. So I will do show tables, right? Show tables. It is going to list out all the tables inside the test database. So there is only one table employee, right? Now I am going to create one table inside this schema, right? Sorry. So basically I wanted to clean up this command line, right? So now I'm going to create our table inside this test schema. So to create a table, database table, you have to use the create statement, MySQL statement. So you have to write create. So of course you can write create in either in small or capital, doesn't matter. Create, and then a table, this keyword you have to give table, 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 and after that table name. Of course you can give table name in either in capital or small. So create table I have written in the capital, but it doesn't mean that you have to write in capital. Either you can write in capital or small, but that's the standard practice, and just I am using over here. So I would say a student, that's the table name, and just you have to open the bracket and press enter. Now I'm going to specify the first column name, that is ID, right? And ID I'm going to take as integer, int, right? And this column I'm going to define as not null, right? And after that, not null means you cannot insert a null value for this column value, right? And press enter. Now I'm going to define the another column, let's say name, right? And name I'm going to define as a data type is called varchar. So you have to see varchar, you have to give the varchar, and of course in bracket you can specify the size. So size I'm going to specify as 60. So 60 characters are allowed for name, right? Now next column I'm going to define date of birth, right? Date of birth, and date of birth I'm going to take data type as date, right? And of course if you want, you can apply the not null constraint on this as well. So I'm going to apply not null constraint, that up to you, right? If you do not apply a not null constraint on any column, then by default null constraint on that means you can insert the null value for that column as well. So not null I have applied on date of birth as well. And last column, let's say fee I'm going to, and that you can define as a, you can take as a double or float. So here I'm going to take as double, right? And one more thing, you can assign some default value to any column. So here I'm going to use default, default, right? And default value 0.0. That means if you, while inserting row into this table, if you do not supply value for fee, then default value 0.0 is going to take. So that's the meaning of default, right? Keyword. Now of course we need to define a primary key. So how we can define a primary key? It's not mandatory, but we are going to learn how to define a primary key. So primary key you have to use, and inside the bracket you have to specify the column that you are going to define as a primary key. So ID I'm going to define as a primary key, and bracket close, and finally this parenthesis you have to close, right? And every SQL statement in any database always end with the semicolon, right? So that's how we define the table structure. Now let's talk about the what is the primary key. In any table, primary key is the basically unique identifier for every row, right? So primary key cannot be null, primary key cannot be duplicate. These things you have to keep in mind. And press enter. Now it is saying query, okay, 0 rows affected. That means this table is created. Now again I'm going to use sort tables, right? Already we are connected to the test schema. If I press enter, then it is saying now 2 tables. Earlier there was only 1 table, employee table. Now there is an additional table is called student, which just we have created, right? Now we can describe a table. So you have to just write DESC or DESCRIBE, you can write. So just I am going to write DESC and then table name. So table name is student, just we have created. And of course, as I said, every SQL statement and with the semicolon. So put semicolon and press enter. Now entire description of student table is on the screen, right? So here you can say these are the fields. Fields is nothing but the column. First represents the fields, column, ID, name, date of birth, and fee. These are the columns we have defined, right? Now second column represents the type. What are the data type of these columns, right? Like ID is int, right? Name is worker, date of birth is date, and fee is double. That's how we have defined while creating this database object or table. Now null constraints are allowed or not, right? So here you can see, so here if null constraint is not allowed, then you can see no. If null constraint is allowed, then you see yes, right? Now next key, you can see the primary key, right? ID is defined as a primary key. That's why you can see pri, right? And then default value. What would be the default value? If you do not specify value for this column, then what will be the default value? Of course it is saying null, but already we have applied not null constraint, right? So we can't insert value for that, but still it is providing the information. If you do not insert, then null would be the default value. Here one thing I observed, date of birth, the data type is date, but null no, right? Because not null constraint I have applied. And similarly for ID, it is a primary key, and primary keys cannot be null, but explicitly I have defined not null as well, right? But if you look into the fee can be a null, right? Saying that yes, null, because while defining the fee I did not apply not null constraint, right? So guys, that's all I wanted to show in this video tutorial. I hope you understood how to create and describe a table inside the MySQL database using MySQL command prompt. So thank you so much for watching this video, and see you there in the next video tutorial.